The fate of the giant crocodile Lolong, Manny Pacquiao's political journey, and a big party happening this Sunday. That and more as Kababayan LA starts right now. The LA County Fair also in full swing, and we are giving away tickets to that. We'll show you how to win those tickets this afternoon on the show. Magandang hapon mga kababayan. It's the Hump Day. My name is Janelle So, your kababayan in Los Angeles. At ito naman po ang ating mga balita.
Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita.
Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Midweek and Weekend Balita. Magandang hapon sa iyo at ano ba ang balita?
Magandang hapon sa iyo, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood ng Kababayan LA, no? Of course, pag-uusapan pa rin natin ang kabuhayan, ang buhayang si Lolong na nasa Mindanao.
Oo, pag-usapan natin yan, Ronnie. I talked about that yesterday with May Valdez, our correspondent from the Philippines, talking about the Yahoo PH Top Trends. Mukhang trending pa rin itong si Lolong. A lot of people visiting, pero mukhang nagha-hunger strike ang higanteng buhayang ito. Ayaw daw kumain. And now, what is the latest?
No, kasi alam naman natin may mga tinatawag na grupo na for animal rights group, ano? Gusto nilang they're demanding that this animal, no, yung 21-foot long na crocodile na yan, saltwater crocodile, be released into the wild kasi nga yun talaga natural habitat niya. Personally, ako no, kasi meron akong mga dalagang aso, may alaga ka ring aso, no. Kasi of course, they have their own life to live na dapat ma-maintain nila. Ngayon, nakakulong ngayon siya at ang balita nga ay gusto pa yatang gawing ecotourism park yung kung saan siya nakakulong si Lolong. Ngayon, hindi na nga kumakain, although it can last for 6 months daw without any food. Pero of course, hindi natin alam ang psychological effect nung baka na-trauma yung buhaya na yan. So, ano ba talaga ang gusto natin sa buhaya na yan?
Right. But when you talk about animal rights groups, are we talking about animal rights activists in the Philippines alone, or even internationally, these groups are just putting pressure on the Philippines to just release that into the wild?
Yeah, actually, it's an international group, yung PETA ng tinatawag, worldwide ito at pati sa Philippines very active sila. Alam naman natin, may issue dati, Manila Zoo, gusto rin nilang pasarayan, kasi nga, pati yung mga hayop daw doon, hindi naman na-maintain. Etong buhaya na ito, although this is a saltwater crocodile, meron din tayo yung tinatawag nating Philippine crocodile. Endemic sa Pilipinas ito, mas maliit, mga 3 meter long lang. Ito lang mismo endangered na, Actually, National Geographic, isang video nila, they term this as the most, na hindi nila makita itong crocodile na ito. At gusto na nilang bigyan pa ng pansin at programa para mapangalagaan itong ating endemic na crocodile na yan.
But then also at the same time, kung na-capture na nga itong crocodile na to, maaari rin siyang pag-aralan ng mga scientists to see kung paano mapapalago, di ba, yung species na iyan. But Ronnie, there's so many things involved in that story, but thank you for giving us an update. Now, pumunta naman tayo sa mas marami pang mga knockout na stories. Manny Pacquiao, mukhang umamin na hilaw pa daw siya sa pagka-vice Pangulo, so he's not going to run for VP?
Oo, 2 or 3 days ago, mayroong report na gusto nga raw niya yatang tumakbo for Vice President in 2016. However, the Philippine Constitution provides that those who are running for President or Vice President, for that matter, must be at least 40 years old. Si Manny Pacquiao, 32 years old lang siya. Pating sa 2016, he'll only be 37. So, kulang pa siya ng 3 taon at sinabi niya mga reporters na mukhang he will be too young at hindi siya magka-qualify. Ika nga, legally, he will not be even qualified to run for Vice President.
All right. And meanwhile, magbo-boxing na naman muna siya. November 12 ang kanyang laban kay Juan Manuel Marquez. Ronnie, third news story for the day, mukhang masama daw ang lagay ng Philippine Air Force.
Yeah, you're talking about only 1/4 of the less than 400 aircraft in the Philippines are operating. Alam mo, nung nag-cover ako ng Air Force noong araw, aviation industry at saka Philippine Air Force, talagang noong araw pa lang, ang mga eroplano natin, di ba nga, yung UH-1H noong araw, ang tawag natin flying coffin, dahil yung mga helicopters natin nagka-crash, marami namamatay ng mga Air Force personnel natin. Eto ngayon, nagreklamo na ngayon ng ating Philippine Air Force na dapat talaga i-upgrade ang ating military hardware, in particular ang mga Philippine Air Force aircraft natin. At lalo pa ngayon na meron tayong issue ni Sprat list na hindi tayo makalipad. And we have like what? 7,000 islands. We cannot even monitor our own coastline na napakahaba niyan. Maraming mga pirata na nangyayari sa atin. Maraming mga smuggling. So ito ay napakahirap bantayan unless we upgrade our military aircraft.
Okay, Ronnie, how likely is that to happen? Dahil alam naman natin palaging budget ang issue ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas.
This is a matter of political will. Although, sino nga ba na ang meron ba tayong external threat para mag-upgrade tayo? However, the internal domestic issues na tinatawag natin, gaya na nabanggit ko, pirata and smuggling and drug smuggling, napakadelikado po niyan. At of course, alam po natin na kaya po nagkakaroon ng tuloy-tuloy na digmaan sa Mindanao because of smuggling of arms coming from different countries, from Malaysia and Indonesia. At yan po ang dapat nating bantayan.
Ayan, pero sana rin malinis na rin ng corruption, from corruption, yung mga iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan para din yung mga tao, we're not very hesitant to really, talk about budget na ibibigay sa mga iba't ibang departments na yan, di ba, Ronnie?
Oo, totoo yan, Janelle. At hopefully itong administrasyon ni Presidente Aquino na sinasabi niya na anti-corruption administration daw siya, yun nga, ma-program sana yung mga budget na yan. Of course, tulong na rin na siguro ng bansang Amerika which has been giving us military aid. At kung malalaman natin, just recently, the Philippine Navy got its first aircraft, Hamilton, na isang class cutter. Maganda ito. Pinangalanan natin ngayon ng BRT Gregorio del Pilar. That will help monitor our seas.
Sige. So, aabangan natin ang mga developments ng mga balitang yan. At alam ko, mas marami pang balita, midweek and weekend balita, also online, Ronnie.
Of course, ang aming pong website, balita.com, www.balita.com ko. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
That was Ronnie Ligo, Editor-in-Chief of Midweek and Weekend Balita. More power to you. I also have my own weekly column sa Balita po. Kung hindi nyo po makuha yung dyaryo tuwing weekend, nandyan din po yan sa website, www.balita.com. Mas marami pa pong balita, also immigration update when we return. Don't go away.